I'm Vanessa Webster from Orbia Fluor Energy Materials, here today at LKQ Academy. We want to show you how simple it is to retrofit a system from R1234yf to R444A.
Hiya, I'm Scott Talbot, technical representative from Nunchi Climate Group, here today at the LKQ Academy. Been in the motor trade for 25 plus years, specialising in AC refrigerants and AC systems for the last 10 years. Today I'm going to be retrofitting R444A refrigerant into a 1234yf system, currently here at the LKQ Academy site with our Orbia representatives to carry out the refrigerant change. We're going to be using our Ecotechnics 1234yf system machine to carry out the removal of 1234yf refrigerant. For the refill process and the vacuum process, we're going to be using our Tectino AC20, which can also carry out flushing of oils and UV dyes and debris from the system before refill of R444A. Before starting the retrofit of R444A into this 1234yf system, let's carry out a centre vent temperature drop of 1234yf. Okay, right now I'm going to carry out the recovery process of 1234yf. Let's put my safety equipment on. I'm going to check to make sure that the vehicle is 1234yf. And then I'm going to make sure that my ports are also 1234yf ports. I'm going to carry out the connection process and make sure that the system is full with refrigerant. As you can see here, we do have the correct pressures in the system of 1234yf. I'm now going to carry out a recovery process of the 1234yf from the system. So now I've carried out my recovery process. As you can see, my gauges are now on 0. My machine has finished the recovery of the 1234yf in the system. I'm going to put my safety equipment back on and swap machines to the R444A Tectino AC20 unit. I'm now switching over to the R444A machine. No need to change any fittings at all. It is a straight connection of our normal 1234yf couplers, except we're just going to be using a 1234yf machine that is also suitable for R444A compliancy. We're going to carry out the vacuum process, which is a nice simple process on this machine. Now our vacuum's completed, we can carry out our tank fill and charge. Now we can complete our charge after a vacuum has been completed with our oil injection. It will inject the oil from our POE bottles directly into the vehicle to the correct amount. And now it's going to complete our gas injection of R444A. Now our charge is complete. We have filled with 470 grams, which is the specification of this vehicle. We can now start the vehicle up and check our gauge pressures are correct. Turning our AC system on, making sure our centre vent temperature is nice and correct. Here we can see our high side pressure is sitting at around 9 bar and our low side is at 2 bar, which is a pretty good running system. Now we can test our centre vent temperature to make sure that it is nice and cold in the compartment. I've now completed all my checks, pressures are correct, system is lovely and cold at the centre vent. I'm going to complete my system and empty my hoses on the machine. While it's doing that, I will now fit my new R444A label to cover over my YF system label, making sure that I allow the correct amount of refrigerant to still be visible for gas quantities. That's the system retrofit complete, as simple as that, nice and easy.
R444A has been proven to deliver cold air faster whilst maintaining system performance. For more information on Klea Edge R444A, please visit our website.